Okay, folks. So I've got the selfie stick going at the minute. Right. So, yeah, I'm in this little park thing. I'm on the way to work again to deliver the training, and yeah, it's a lovely morning. It's freezing cold. I don't know if you can see my breath. Let's see how cold it is. So it's freezing cold, but it's actually quite a nice day, really. Because like it's got this really nice quality to the light. It's very sort of yellowy, sort of very soft, and sort of slightly misty look to the day, sort of thing. It might actually get a bit warmer later. I've got a funny feeling it might do. Not maybe vastly warmer, but a couple of degrees at least, maybe. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see, won't we? But yeah, so I've just thought, like I say, once I get the opportunity to do a vlog, I will try and do a vlog. I was just mentioning, so I mean, I was just ruminating a minute ago about the fact that there's no wind at the moment, but then I was thinking to myself, well, don't speak too soon, eh? But yeah, now it is blowing a little, just a little bit, not much, but there wasn't even that a minute ago. So right, anyway, so yeah, as I said, just thought I'd do a very quick vlog, just to let you know what's going on, and I hope you enjoyed the tube video that I did yesterday, by the way. I quite enjoyed doing that, actually, as it goes, because you don't often get the opportunity to sit in an empty carriage for that long, particularly on the Victoria line. And I was right, by the way, as well, although, like I say, you guys wouldn't have seen that, but there was a bunch of people got on at Victoria, so I knew that would be the case. I just knew it. Victoria's always busy, man, always busy. So yeah, seems to be a bit Muslim today. I'm not sure what to talk about, to be quite honest. Oh yeah, there is one thing. Next Wednesday, it's Thursday today, so next Wednesday, about, what's that, 6 days time, whatever, going to a conference. I've been invited to a conference as part of the SHP thing, as peer mentor volunteer thing, going to a conference in Manchester, so I'm going back home for a day. So I'll definitely be doing some vlogs when I'm there. I don't know if I might actually record some of the conference. I'll find out if I can do that or not, whether they'll allow me to. Hopefully they will. So I'll definitely be doing some vlogs when I get there. But yeah, it'd be nice to visit home. And like I say, at the moment, in terms of money and stuff, it's just not been possible to be able to get back home even for a day, really, because train fares, it's not that, it's like, it's about 70 odd quid, nearly 80 quid for a day return to Manchester, and that's about one of the cheapest ones, at least that I can find anyway. I mean, there might be cheaper ones, I don't know. I mean, I know you can go on a coach, and there are some other cheaper train things, but they're not always that straightforward or easy to get hold of, to be quite honest. And I definitely don't want to go by the coach, because it'll take way longer. It takes about 4 hours on some of them, maybe a bit longer. At least on the train, it's about 2 hours roughly, on the old Virgin train line. But anyway, like I say, because I've got this invite and we're going with SHP sort of thing, and there's a bunch of us going, I don't have to pay for it, so that's cool. Do you know what I mean? So I get a free trip to Manchester, back home, for the day at least, and it'd be nice just to see home again. I'll never go back to live in Manchester. That's it. I'm never going to go back there and live. But it's still my home. It'll always be my home. You know what I mean? Manchester is where I was born and bred, and I am a Northerner, and I'm right proud of being a Northerner. You can take me out of Manchester. No, hang on. You can take the Northerner from out of the north, but you can't take the north out of the... No, hang on. Oh, whatever. I can't even say that right now. I think you know what I mean, though. You get the gist of it, and I think that goes for anybody, really. I don't know, maybe. I mean, depends. Obviously, it's down to your own opinion. But personally, I believe that wherever you come from, originally, where you were born, maybe where you lived for... Because don't forget, you see, I lived in Manchester up until I was about oh, what would it be, like my mid to late 30s. So, you know, it was my home for a long time in that sense, you know, a good portion of my life. So I guess from that perspective, you know, for me at least, you know, it'll always be my home. I mean, I suppose if somebody was born somewhere and then they left relatively early in their life, you know, whatever, sort of, you know, whilst they were still a kid or something or whatever, then maybe you could argue that, like, to them it wouldn't necessarily feel or be like home necessarily, but like I say, you know, I spent a good portion of my life there, you know what I mean? So, therefore, I guess the connections and how I feel about the place will be a lot stronger in that sense. So from that perspective, I suppose. But yeah, you know, it'd be nice. It will be nice to just go and see old Manchester and see how she's doing. You know what I mean? You know, I do love my hometown. I do. You know what I mean? But like I say, I definitely don't want to go and live there again. No way. Because my life's here now, you know what I mean, and I've got everything sorted here, and I've got my flat here, and do you know what I mean, and I've lived in my flat. This is my 7th year in my flat. You know, I don't necessarily want to leave, because it means I'd have to start all from scratch again, do you know what I mean, and nah, sorry, I'm not going through all that. So, you know, like I say, this, you know, this is where I'll stay now until whenever, really, essentially. But yeah, so it'd be nice, like I say, it'd be nice just to go home and see old Manchester, and also, to be quite honest, a bit of ego for you. See, the thing is, when we get there, I imagine that, well, there's be one or two people that's going with us that I think have probably been to Manchester, but they won't know it as obviously as well as I do. Do you know what I mean? I could walk around those streets like a blindfolded. You know what I mean? Okay, it's been a few years since I was last there, but you know, it's like you never forget it. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so like I say, part of my there would be like, right, I'm the tour guide. I'll show you everywhere. You know what I mean? I'm not even sure where the venue is yet. I've got a funny feeling, although because that's where the other conference was a good few years back that I did for another organisation. And that was at one of the hotels there on Oxford Road. Can't remember the name of the flipping thing now. It was an old derelict building for years, and then they'd done it up. It's an old Victorian thing, but they've done it right up. You know what I mean? Years ago, anyway. So, but I can't remember the name of the flipping hotel now. But it might be there because they do conferences and stuff there. So. That's one possibility, but otherwise I'm not sure where the actual venue is going to be. But you know, once we find those details out, I am definitely going to be saying, like, right, okay, you want to get there quick? Follow me, I'll show you the shortcut. And then knowing me, get us lost? No, I won't. I won't get us lost. There's not, like I say, especially in the town centre. You know, unless we're going further out. You know, which I suspect possibly not. I would imagine it'd be in the town centre somewhere. It's got to be. I can't see it being sort of, you know, fair distance out of the town centre. I mean, there's not many parts of Manchester I wouldn't get lost in. Do you know what I mean? Or you know, I won't necessarily get lost in, whatever. Because, like I say, I've lived most parts of Manchester one way or another, and you know, I know Manchester really well. So there's not many parts of Manchester I'd get lost, but as for the town centre, like I say, there's, you know, I mean, it's not big anyway. The town centre itself, although Manchester's, you know, in terms of area, is big. The town centre, you can walk around it in. I always say, it's funny, I say this a lot to other people, and usually I say around about 10 minutes, but that's probably a slight exaggeration, to be quite honest. But you know, it's tiny, it's small. There's no way you could get, well, maybe somebody that's not familiar with it might possibly get lost, but there's no way I'd get lost in the town centre of Manchester. So, you know, like I say, if they say it's at such and such a place, I'd know how to get there straight away. Do you know what I mean? So, and I'd possibly, more than likely, know a shortcut to it and all. So, anyway, that'll be what I'll be doing. I'll be saying, right, follow me, I know how to get there. Anyway, yeah, that's just a bit of ego on me. Right, okay. Now my hand is now starting to freeze. I'm holding the selfie stick. I've got it on the selfie stick, by the way. And because it's metal, and as I said, like I say, you might have noticed just before, you could see my breath. You can't see it as much now, can you? Oh yeah, a little bit still. Yeah, so my hand is now starting to get frozen to this flipping... Oh, hang on, sorry. Trying to keep it still. Trying to keep it from going all over the place. Sorry about that. Right. Also, I want to grab my coffee, you see. That's kind of why I moved it as well, because I can't open the lid. Oh, great. Oh, right. I'll tell you what, I'll end the what's the name here, because I want to drink my coffee before it gets much colder. Okay guys, so I'm going to leave it here for now, and also I'll catch you guys in a bit. Might do another one later on at dinner time, when we're having dinner break, so either I'll do one then, or I'll probably do one at home again tonight. So catch you guys later. Bye for now.